Hey everyone, I am back with another video. Today I am going to share how I improved my drawings from this to this. At first I was very unsure about making this video for so many reasons, but then I realized growth is growth. Even if you don't have a big following on YouTube or Instagram, your progress still matters. So in this video I will show you my sketches from the past 2 years, starting from when I began taking my art journey seriously. I will talk about how I improved, the mistakes I made, and how you can avoid getting stuck in that stage where you don't know how to move forward with your art. I have already shared some points with you earlier, but there are still so many things that I want to talk about. I would also love to hear about your experience. What has been the most difficult thing for you in pursuing art? So let's start with this sketchbook, and this was the very first one I bought when I decided I wanted to make anime art. A lot of people ask me why anime. Some even say I should paint more realistic art, but anyone who watches anime probably understand my feelings. If you have seen my older videos, you already know the answer. I started watching anime and naturally I wanted to draw it. Back then I even had this idea of making keychains and painting everything by hand. That's how it started, and these are some of the anime characters I drew at the time. And honestly they don't look very good, but I'm still happy when I see them because this is where I realized I want to draw better. From that point on, with every sketch I made, I wanted to improve. And the reason I'm showing you these old drawings is because we all start somewhere. People look at your current art and say, wow, you are so talented, but honestly it doesn't feel like a compliment sometimes, because it's not just talent, it's hard work, consistency, and a lot of emotions behind it. When you start late, you feel fear, judgment, insecurity. You feel like you are already behind. On the top of that, people expect you to focus on something meaningful or choose something more stable instead of chasing art, which doesn't guarantee success. Even now, some people say you are still not doing that great. They measure growth only in terms of subscribers and likes, but what they don't say is how much I've improved as an artist. That to me is what growth truly means. There was a time when I wasn't drawing regularly. Even then, I was just copying what I saw, which isn't a bad way to start. Everyone begins like that. But after realizing how much I wanted to improve, I made some changes. For some reason though, I had to take a long break again. I only started drawing again in December 2024. And when I finally came back to drawing, I told myself this time I'm definitely going to improve. And now, here are some of my recent watercolor artworks. You can actually see the difference. So here's the thing. Art is something where you keep improving for a lifetime. The artworks I call improved today will one day be replaced by even better ones. I think my intro went on too long, so now I will get into the real part, how I actually improve. I will show you some of my earlier practice sketches and you will see that I wasn't fully aware of what I was doing. I used Pinterest a lot. I would pick a pose and try to draw it with boxes, but I didn't know how the muscles actually fit into those shapes. I kept drawing and it wasn't useless. It definitely helped me a little, but I know I could have improved so much more if I had first learned the basics. Here comes the first step. Learn fundamentals. Seriously, this is so important. I used to think I will get better without learning fundamentals. It's so boring, why even bother? I just want to draw anime, but hear me out. When we start drawing, we don't realize it, but once we get a little better, we all feel that urge to draw dynamic poses and use our imagination, and that's when we hit a wall. because we skip the fundamentals. We avoid anatomy, perspective, and basic forms, thinking we don't need them. But trust me, that's a huge mistake. Even if you are not aiming to become a character designer, even if you are not interested in drawing manga, you still need fundamentals. They are what actually make the difference. Fundamentals are the real game changer in your art. You might think, but I just want to draw anime, I don't need that. The truth is, you will see the difference the moment you start adding even a little bit of fundamental study into your routine. And listen, I know how boring anatomy and perspective can feel. I struggled with those endless box rotations and perspective drills too, but here's the thing, don't try to learn everything at once. Just pick one small thing to focus on for a week or two and then apply that to your drawing. At first, you are going to, make bad poses. Your pages will look messy, awkward, maybe even worse than before. But don't stop there. Keep pushing through. That's the part that matters. And I used to number my practice sheet just to track how many times I tried, and looking back I can see how much that helped me improve. For example, here's a drawing of Zoro I made last year, and here's one I did later after practicing poses and learning some anatomy. I'm not perfect, but you can clearly see the difference. The anatomy, the sense of weight, even the colors, it all feels more alive. Here's another one. I tried to draw Geto in my style back when I had zero fundamental, zero anatomy knowledge. I just copied the reference pose and drew some random curves for his abs. Even when we look at reference, we don't really understand how the muscles insert or fill the gaps. So we just end up copying the curve. So that's why I'm telling you, please start learning anatomy and fundamentals. It's tough at first, but those little improvements will make you proud and excited to keep going. You will actually enjoy drawing even more because you will see yourself getting closer to drawing from imagination the way you always wanted. Another really important point that I want to share, stay away from unhealthy competition. When you are constantly scrolling through other artists' work, it's easy to fall into comparison. You see amazing art and start thinking, I will never be that good, or I'm already behind. And trust me, I know this feeling because I was exactly like that. When I first started, I posted my drawings on Instagram every day. I would wake up in the morning and the first thing I did was check my phone. Instead of starting my day fresh, my thought was another day I'm not growing, another day I failed. The funny thing is, I was improving, I was practicing every single day, and my art was getting better, but I couldn't see it because, I was too focused on numbers. I was so eager to get those 1,000 views that I would check my post every 5 minutes. My feed was full of amazing artists. I kept thinking, wow, this is why I'm not getting anywhere. But what I didn't realize back then was that I had just started drawing, while many of them had been practicing for years, day and night. On social media, we only see the end result. We don't see the struggle, the failures, or the years of efforts behind that one beautiful artwork. Sometimes we think, I'll just make an account on Instagram or YouTube or I'll be famous. But that's not how it works. Everyone you admire is working extremely hard, and each one of them has their own struggle too. So please don't let social media steal your joy. Draw for yourself, focus on your own growth. That's what really matters. I know it might sound like just another person saying the same thing, but trust me, I'm saying it because we have all been through it, and I want you to remember this: your art journey is valid, no matter how slow it feels. people say learn anatomy, learn fundamentals, the first thought that comes to our mind, okay, but how? Where do I even start? Books are expensive and the internet is overflowing with tutorials. I tried so many that I started thinking maybe I'll never learn, maybe I don't have talent, but that's not true. The problem isn't talent, it's overload. When you follow multiple resources at once, your mind gets confused. It's better to stick to one or two resources and add more drawing practice. You can even find full anatomy sheets on Pinterest. They show all the muscles with names. Once you know the muscles, the names, it's much easier to follow along. For me, I used Proco's anatomy tutorials. I liked the storytelling style and it really helped me. Once you find your source, focus on it instead jumping around. That's how you make real progress. So another tip is to include warm-up pages in your routine. Lately, I started drawing with a pen. I don't use it for anatomy yet, but whenever I am free, I grab my sketchbook and pick references from Pinterest, like food, objects, cars, buildings, and draw with a pen, no pencil first. It doesn't have to be from Pinterest. We can draw from so many things around us like trees, stationery, or just anything else you're comfortable with. It's so much fun. These are my pen warm-up pages and they look super cute. You can add something like this to your sketchbook too. How it helps improving your drawing. It helps you focus on the subject you are drawing, and second, your line work improves because you can't erase, you deliberately make cleaner lines. So this practice also helps when I move on to other mediums like watercolor. So here comes my favorite part, how I use my pen doodles for watercolor practice. So now I will show you how I use these cute little pen doodles for watercolor practice. I use whatever colors are left on my palette and sometimes I mix fresh ones. I try different combination in my drawings to see which color works well together and how they mix. Then I apply what I learned to my actual artworks. And isn't it cute? It's so much fun for me. This is the last part of this video. I didn't intend it to go so long, but I had so much in my mind that I ended up sharing it all. I hope it helped. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and tell me if you are already following any of these tips or if you have something to share. I would be so happy to read your comments. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.